Imagine you suddenly cannot talk, or you are at some place where they do not speak your language, and you cannot understand what someone is saying, and you cannot express what you want. What if you wanted to buy something? Go from the airport to a hotel, order food at a restaurant, go to a hospital, and try to explain what is wrong with you or someone in your family. Now, even worse. Imagine if other people were being allowed to make decisions for you, and you are not given options, opportunities, or the supports you need to exercise your rights and to communicate. How do you think would you feel? According to the World Health Organization, this is the everyday reality for 15% of the world's population. But you can help us change it. You can make a difference by making your services more accessible to us.
In the world, there are different symbols that indicate if a business or service is accessible for people with disabilities. Many symbols tell us about disabilities and about accessibility. The wheelchair symbol tells us about accessibility for people who use a cane or a wheelchair and may mean there are ramps, door openers, or accessible parking spots. The Braille symbol reminds us that some people who are blind use Braille to access documents and understand some signs in their community.
People who are deaf or have a hearing loss can access language interpreters for sign language and captioning. The communication access symbol includes people who have a speech or language disability, people who do not speak the language of the place they are in, people who are in hospitals and cannot communicate verbally due to their condition or a procedure, and people in other situations that can interfere with communication.
For us, access is all about communication, so that's why the communication access symbol is so important. It represents the possibility of accessing all businesses and services for people who can hear but have difficulty speaking or understanding what others are saying. People who are unable to use their natural speech can communicate in many different ways. For example, facial expressions, gestures, and also point to elements on a communication board or use an electronic device that talks.
Some of us might also need help understanding what someone else is saying. For us, accessing a service or business is difficult unless the resources are available to help us communicate effectively. Effective communication requires at least two people who can interact by expressing and understanding messages. Accessibility means more than ramps and wheelchairs, Braille, and sign language. We want people to know that when we enter a business or organization, communication access is considered an essential part of the services provided. We are all different. Each of us wants to access your services, and each of us has our own unique communication access needs. We often need more time to express ourselves. Depending on your type of service or business, communication access will mean different things. We might need to communicate with you over the phone, or have someone help us understand your message of need help filling out or signing documents. You can do some simple things to make your business or services more communication accessible. Speak to us. Start by saying hello and speaking directly to us, instead of the person who might be accompanying us. Speak with a normal tone and volume. Most of us can understand what you are saying. Please talk to us the same way you would talk with anybody else. It is not necessary to talk louder, slower, or in a childish way. Ask, is there anything you want me to do when communicating with you? Sometimes, we might be able to share information about how to better communicate with us. Be patient and give us time. Depending on the tools we use, it may take us more time to communicate. If you do not understand us, let us know. Be honest. We appreciate that and will try to make our point clearer.
Sometimes we might not have a communication tool or the resource we need to access your services effectively. If you want to know more about communication tools that you might offer to make your business more accessible, we can help. There are some downloadable resources for different situations that are being successfully used by many businesses and organizations, as well as in healthcare settings and government agencies. Help us spread the word about communication access. Visit our website and download the communication access symbol. Put it in your window and tell people about it.
Placing the symbol at your business means that you and your team are aware and willing to create a place that facilitates communication access for all. You can learn more about how to make your services accessible by visiting our website.